Okay, 24, 26, gradually you can keep increasing. 27, हाँ बोलो नेहा, you saying something? There are various techniques, we'll come to that. There is a single dilator technique also, then there are multiple dilator techniques also. There are different techniques. So you dilate and then you see, this is it. You search for the thyroid notch, cricoid, and then the Dr. Girija, 2 minutes में करते class में और भी है. Then you dilate. So now there are various procedures like Neha said. These procedures are actually this started. Yeah. There are various techniques available for this. There is Ciaglia technique, there is rapid track method, then there is guide wire dilating method, that was Griggs method. Then blue rhino, that's the single dilator method, like Neha you were telling. Percutaneous twist, Fentanyl, white rhino. These are various techniques available. Actually, see, after you have after skin incision, you do blind dissection. Then when you have perforated the trachea, then there are various methods available. See, first is the rapid track method. This was in 1981. So what was it? There was a forceps device which is cutting edge on like cone, and there was opening of the jaw. You open the jaw, we'll see the figure again, but then there were chances of perforation of the posterior tracheal wall. Then came the Griggs one. This was rapid track in 1989. Then 1990 Griggs. Griggs forceps you must have heard. पहले Griggs वाला करते थे ना. In this again you have guide wire over the tracheal spreader, but the sharp cutting edges were not there. Then it was in 1999 this Ciaglia technique came, in which the sequential dilator is then replaced by the single dilator, जैसे आप बोल रहे थे. So it is progressively tapered hydrophilic membrane. Basically the changes have been made to make it more atraumatic. ठीक है, अलग-अलग तरह की techniques are there. Griggs technique, Ciaglia, then you have this blue rhino, white rhino, all are there. This is rapid, and see with the sequential dilator, what they say is there is no loss of tidal volume. So why would there be a loss of tidal volume with sequential dilator? When you are dilating gradually, so instead of that, if you dilate once, so there is no loss of tidal volume, that's what they say, and this was by Ciaglia in 1999. But still there were cases of anterior cartilage fracture and posterior wall damage. Then there's a recent one, you must have seen, देखा screw वाला जो है, screw dilator, screw like dilator is there. That's called the Percutaneous twist. Every day when you do this awake fiber optic intubation, हर रोज ही तुम लोग करते हो. In the lower part of the cricothyroid membrane, you first identify the cricothyroid membrane. In lower 1/3 of the cricothyroid membrane, you either give a stab incision through the skin and membrane, stab direct through, or else either you give an incision in the skin, you go in for blunt dissection, and then you go up to the membrane, right? You incise the membrane, then you have your tracheal hook. You give traction on the cricoid membrane with the tracheal hook, and you put in the tube, the tracheal tube, right? So these are basic 4 steps that you do. Identify, stab, traction, and you put in the tube. So that's it.